Tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in primetime, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Denver Broncos.
Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick off.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. It's a pretty good return here, so we'll get this up to the 29. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Go ahead.
Right back to Achane on second down.
And he stopped immediately there.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. You can look at this Bronco defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Now the Central Florida product, it's R.J. Harvey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
To throw is Nix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harvey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State. The Broncos have 1-6 now. And they come into this one fresh off the victory last week. They finally snapped that 6-game losing streak.
And you've heard the phrase much-needed win. That was a much-needed win. They needed something to energize that locker room and give them a little sense of purpose. And oftentimes, that sense of purpose and a little relaxation can lead to better performance the following week as well.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Nick's going to give to Harvey. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Hold on a second. Ready. Ole.
Throwing Nix. Finding Sutton on the out route who makes the catch. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the route?
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Dolphins nothing. Ryan Fitzgerald set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Go ahead. 18. 21 G's.
On first down, back to Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. In motion, Hill. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
First down, Dolphins.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Play action, now it's Tua. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, get set.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they go to work on a 1st and goal. On play action, here's Tua. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. Again,
and he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Ollie Gordon, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up.
They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7.
Jason Sanders kicking off for Miami.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll go play action with Mills. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
44-yard line.
Nix to the air. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're